I hadn't done it in a while, and I was like saying to myself, well, why don't I start live streaming on Facebook too? You know, because I was doing it before, but the things people write is not worth it. You know, it's the same stuff for the last year. I don't really want to hear it. It's just like, how about something original? It's never original. It's interesting because they're talking about something that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Um, it started raining, not heavy, but I heard thunder, so I grabbed the phone and I'm like, I'll go inside. So that's where I'm right now. So what Lutzi's doing good at this. I don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to underdo it. Because I really need him to be able to spin into heel properly. You know, this dog's, I'm trying to make him into a fucking wicked retriever. That's the goal for Lutz. He's going to be a retrieving dog for sure. He's going to be a fast one too. Real fast. Um, I got to go to Dollar General. I'm out of quick oats. That's what I use for carbs a lot of times with dogs. Quick oats. Dog like him, Lutzy. I give him some carbs for sure. I don't know, man. That's just sort of, what's the term? What's up, Toxic? It's just typical. It is. It's so typical, man. It's Facebook just Facebook. Facebook's a fucking waste. I don't even know why. You know, I think I walked too much yesterday. I've been walking a lot. I've been walking with doing working heel. It's it's nice. Um, it is. It's nice. Man, I'm seeing something. You know, I don't know how a lot of social media works and shit, right? I'm trying to figure it out. And I'm seeing a message for this is the truth. In 2015, where Rex Hughes had recommended me to somebody that killed had a cat killer. 2015. I'm just now seeing it. It is a toxic wasteland, but some of it's worse than others, and Facebook is rancid. It is. It's just like, come on. It's like really lowbrow shit, you know? I don't know who these people are. Why are they sending me shit? This guy says, will you adopt me? Now, no, but I'll just ban you from my fucking page. Like, what's the matter with you, man? Will you adopt me? No, dude, I don't want to adopt you. Like, let's see what Mikey's saying. Oh, let's Dan Shikos. Did you recent Telegram post? No, I didn't. You at least get one of those per strain. Yeah, but Facebook, it's like, you know, I don't know, man. It seems real dark. You know, it seems real dark. I was down in Watkins Yeah, I've known people like that. Like they do it and then they giggle. They think that they're funny and shit. It's just mine. It's like so. What would the term be? Um, Phony ass shit. Unoriginal. I don't know. It's like looking through your junk email. Like, what's the point? Although I've gotten jobs out of it. I got Lutzy out of it. Lutzy's here. That's where his email ended up. Um, well, they'll contact me too, and they'll say, "Will you put Ben back, or will you put me back?" I'm like, no, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you did. I don't really give a damn. Obviously, you did something. I mean, the chance. I mean, could one of us make a mistake? Yeah, but the odds are in our favor that we're dealing with an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, screw it. Um, I got a headache because I got the right sensor because I read the code off of my car before I went in there. You have a code reader. It's O2 sensor, bank 2 sensor 2. No, I don't know where it is. I thought it was the one up by the engine. It's not. I had to get under the car some way. Man. So now I got like this headache. It's all related to stress. I've had a lot of stress lately. That's not my dog. Well, get lazy during training. How long are your training sessions? How long are you training her for? Or him? And how old is what? Um, I don't know. What is that? Um, I don't know. Whatever, my head hurts. My head really hurts. Um, the bottom line is, if it can't, it seems like I'll just take it in. I have the part. You can always do that, you know. If you have the part, buy the part, because I'm going to tell you something. This is the truth. When you go into the mechanic, they get the part. They charge you for that too, right? So you're charged more than the part cost because you're getting it from the mechanic. So that's a fact. You can always get the part yourself, take it in and have it put on. That's an option too. I even thought about that. That's saving money. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's my option too. I'm gonna ask David if he can find. If David can find it and he says it's easy, I give you a hand. If it's someplace that I can get it, you know, if we can put it up on a ramp and get it, then we'll do it. If not, I have the part now. That's cheaper. Uh, yeah, I know, they get a discount, right? Because of the volume, they get discounts, and then they even charge you more. So it's, it's fucked up, man. It's a racket. I thought it was going to be easy. I did. I thought it was going to be easy because the front sensor, I can see it, right? That's bank 1, I believe. O2 sensor 2, bank 1. Now I'm not really sure where. It's under the car somewhere. It might be coming off like the cat or right before the cat, which would mean it wouldn't be that hard to get. But I got if there's any question, I'm taking it in. And if for some reason it's not coming off, right, I think I'll take it in. Or David can, he's a mechanic. But it's such a ripoff. Yeah, it's an Odyssey. 2005. Not really. Not really. That's not going to really help. They're still going to charge you more. If you get the part, you're going to have them put on the part. You buy the part, you're going to save money. Definitely. I got the special socket. That wasn't expensive. It wasn't too bad. I got the socket. But I mean, it is like within doubt. Like it's, I'm not gonna, I'm not fucking it up. I'll tell you that. I'm not fucking up the threads. David could, chase the thread. He would know how to do it. I don't really know how to do that. So my goal is not to fuck it up. So if he's like, if David was like, wait, let me see, and well, of course I'm not gonna work on it hot. If David starts working on it, and he really knows what he's doing, he's like, oh, this is easy, and he jumps under there and just starts. I'm not gonna stop him. You know what I'm saying? If it starts looking like a bitch, he says it's hard to get to. I'm taking it in. I just gotta make sure which one it is. He'll know because there's a description of it. There's a description of it, and it's in relation to parts in the car. He knows what they are. I know where the cat is, but it starts getting confusing. So I don't know. I know I'm gonna have to put tires on the fucking thing. There's no way. It's so stupid, Fucking tires. Please. Yeah, David, his friend. What about David? Yeah, well, Foxy's not here. Okay, so David is though. David knows what he's doing. Well, call me. How's that gonna help? I need somebody to point it out. He already offered help. That's my plan. And like I said, I'll take it in if I have to. That is the truth. I always buy the part and take it in. I learned that from him. He said that. You can search it online, what's the cheapest part, and then you get that, and then you take it there and say. But to do that, you have to also know what's wrong with the car. What I do is I have a code reader. So that code reader, it's shit, but it can tell you what the code is. So that's my plan. My other plan is not to go on Facebook anymore because what's the point? They're still looking for that dickhead. The kid that shot the people. What a charming dude. He looks charming, doesn't he? He's 5'5", but he's real heavy. He's a screwed up looking dude. You'd have to be angry to do something like that. Somebody's got to know where it's at. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make some food. I do. I gotta make some food. I got food for the dogs. It's already thawing. I went the other night and got it. I was by Walmart. I'm like, fuck, I'm going in there to see if they have chicken, and they did. Got 5 bags. So there's plenty down there. I'm gonna feed those dogs early. Oh, that's 2A. The thingamabob. That was to a mouse that got broken, is what that is. I wonder why they make the USB-C so it can't import. What's the point of that? I remember when I first got the iPhone and it had that, and I was trying to do it, and I was like, this doesn't work. I tried it for like 2 hours. No, longer than 2 hours. Long time. Maybe the whole day. I wonder what there's to eat down there. What's it? Please remove me. All right, you didn't have to give $100, but thank you. Thanks, Ria G. I'll do it later. You didn't have to give $100. Tried calling you, Ria G. Your phone didn't answer. I'll show you later. Yeah, it's nice. I'll show you later, Ria G. I figured, I don't know. Come on, Ria G. I'll call you later. I know. It doesn't matter. Just leave YouTube. She doesn't. I know. If you're not on YouTube, you don't have to be a mod. You can be a mod and just don't use the function, Ria. I'll call you later. All right. I tried calling you. Your phone didn't pick up. No, it's not mandatory. No moderator has to say anything. It's more like a, what is it? It's like an honorary thing. Like getting it. My head hurts. It does. Only me. I'm connected. Contracted. My dyslexia is kicking in. It is. Thinking about that car again. If I should actually do a tour of my car, like the inside of it. I think everybody get a kick out of it. I used it hard. I used it hard. I'm hard on tools. Well, thank you, Ed K. I appreciate it. I came in because it was raining. I don't know what's going on. But I'll tell you one thing. Somebody was saying something. I asked them a question, and they did not. About their dog. Saying like the dog gets lazy or something. You're probably working it too long. Do you see what I'm doing with Lutzy? Work, give him a break. All dogs are different, right? Some dogs you can work nonstop for 6 minutes. It all depends on the amount of training too. Like this dog, Lutzy, he's slowly getting more fixated on me. It's a process, especially with these bird dogs. Man, Tonka, I don't even want to talk about it. Lutzy's normal. He's normal. God, Tonka was such a pisser. What a pain in the ass that dog is. Lutzy's normally picking it up, you know. So there's a lot of breed involvement there. Like some breeds pick it up better than others for sure, but they all pick it up. Like Tonka's like totally fixated on me when we're working. Um, that's what you want. You want them to be looking at you for direction. And with Lutzy, say you have Lutzy. I own a German short hair. His name is Tonka. He's a hunting dog. I own a German short hair. He's downstairs. Pain in the ass. Um, but they just start picking up on it. You've got to get the dog to like learn that you're going to interact with them, and you're better than the bird that's flying around. That's Lutzy's deal. Remy's out in the hallway. So Lutzy's like chasing shit. So I'm always pulling them off, and I'm using things with bird scent on them, uh, like dumbbells, and he's getting it. I see him getting it because just like right now when we're out there, he's like, I'll get up on the tire, and he's looking at me, wants to do it because he's getting success, and he's doing it much better than he's been doing it. But you can't like overwork them, man. I'm going to do a call Sunday after my birthday. Feel free to join Peter and Destiny. You're gonna what? It's the what? Do a call the Sunday after my birthday. All right, 420s. 420s. Toxic's birthday, isn't it? But what was I thinking? I don't know. I'm sort of out of it. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing him now. Like the first 3 weeks or whatever. Like it's been like I'll be working with him, and he's like has his fucking head turned and shit. You need to talk to make eye contact with you. Seriously. Oh yeah, that Christmas. Hmm. You do. You need to, but you can't like force it. All you can do is keep working with them and really just remember the dog goes in the direction of their head. So if you're here and their head is turned this way, no good. Get them sort of into retrieving and the objects, and it's home free. Man, you know, I'm thinking about I'm thinking about a frisbee, you know, and Lutzy might be really great at frisbee. We're not doing that yet for sure because he's got to be able to retrieve good before we start doing that shit. Tonka's terrible at frisbee, absolutely terrible. He's the worst, but he loves it. I've never seen a worse frisbee dog in my entire life, and I've also never seen a dog that gets more goofy and like, hey, you can tell he's just totally loves it, but he stinks at it. He's terrible. He's the worst. Yeah, I have an 11-year-old too. His name's Tonka, and he hasn't slowed down. He was uh, bred from fast quail dogs. I got him in Georgia. He's a hunting dog. It'd be a dog that like a professional guide would use. I don't know why I wanted a dog like that. Would have done. Would have been easier with Lutzy, like a dog like Lutzy. I mean, Tonka is just. He doesn't get tired. The first years, he was up the whole day. Nah, if I go down there, he'll be like laying down or something. But as soon as he wants to go, he wants to go. Come on, pick me like that. It's real fucking annoying. It's tough to deal with. He is. I love him, but God, he's fucking annoying, man. I just sometimes I'm like, Tonka, shut the fuck up, you know? They can't understand the word you're saying. They just understand tone, and he's so dominant. It's just like he's, it's Tonka. You can do the weave pulse real good. It's a good hunting dog. I just don't want to hunt anymore. I just got tired of it. If I want to eat quail or something, or pheasant, I could probably find some place that was selling them. I think I know some place that sells it. I love quail. Quail's delicious. So good. Instead of, like, say the bird flu gets really bad, and they're like, well, we can't breed chickens anymore. But they were breeding quail. I'd be like, oh my God. Sorry, I'm going back to this, but was it Bank 2, Sensor 2? Yep, Bank 2, Sensor 2. It's not the one up by the engine. It's down there by the cat somewhere. I got it. I got the thing and I got the wrench. Just bottom line is, man, I am not. If it looks like I'm gonna fuck it up, I'm gonna ask David. I'm gonna ask David to, can you help me find it? And if he just starts like, and he might, give me the wrench. This is easy. I'm serious. It looks like one of those things that if you know what you're doing, it's gonna take you 10 minutes at the most. That's it. Maybe less, 5 minutes. But I'm stressed out, so I'm like, I'm gonna ask. David said it'd help. He's a great guy, man. Everybody around here's like that, like real kind of like neighborly. Don't let that handle. I find myself getting pissed at him and feel bad because he's hardwired. Sounds like Tonka's good. Check out some videos. Oh man, Tonka was super skinny when he was young too. Was your dog like that? Sort of worse than Lutsy. I couldn't keep weight on that motherfucker. I couldn't. Up the whole fucking day. Like seriously, up the whole fucking day. It's nuts. You wake up in the morning, he's ready to go. It was impossible to keep weight on that damn dog. You overfeed him, you give him diarrhea, so you're always running this fine line. Like, you can't get him diarrhea because they'll lose weight because of that. So it's like, it's not Lutsy. Lutsy's lean. Tonka was like really difficult to like keep weight. I'd give him fat supplements, give him Lutsy. Like, I gotta go get some more fish oil and some oats. Oats helps those dogs because they turn it into sugar and burn it. But the bulk of their energy really should come from proteins and fat. And some dogs get really fat on raw diet, like a lab. They have a different metabolism. But the fucking bird dogs, you have to add shit in. You know, he's healthy as a horse. So was Tonka when he was young. Um, Axle behind the cat. Axle behind the cat. Okay. Thank you. I'll go look. It's it's uh it's backed by the axle. It's behind the cat. So you're saying like the front axle, right? It's right about there, but it's behind the cat. Let me see what you wrote again. Axle behind the cat. Okay. And I assume. Thank you. You'll see the wire running up to the engine bay. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll take a look. Maybe I'll get it up on the ramp and see if I can see where it is. Flat out, I'm not fucking it up. If it's like sort of stuck, I'm like, I'm not doing it. Um, I think I'm gonna ask David to help me. I need to save money, man. I can't. I don't know what they charge for that. It really looks like a job where they make money on the part. There's a lot of shit like that, like the exhaust system. If you want to replace the exhaust system, you're paying for the parts. The labor isn't that much. That just like goes in. It's like $100 in labor, 1,300 in parts or some shit. It's like, once again, It's the fucking mechanics that are jacking the price. Oh, they caught the guy. Oh, he's a fat fucker, man. He's 5'5". They got him now. Boy, the cop next to him was real short then. Curious, you have such a unique sense of humor. Where did you get it from? Did you have Oh yeah, my mom, my dad. My dad was funny. My mother, not so funny. Um, I got the O2 tool. Yeah, I got it. Um, okay, yeah, it'll be a headache if the wiring or threads gets jacked up. But you said you bought the special. Yes, yes, I got a O2 sensor tool and it fits it. I know. That's what I'm worried about. But even if you fuck up the threads, it can be fixed. I just am not good with that shit. Um, then it'll just remove like a bolt with a socket. Right, that's what I think too. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, so it goes to the left. Right? Not a problem. It's not like a gas fitting that does the opposite. Gas fittings, it's yep. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. You're obviously a gearhead, right? And my dad was funny. That's what people said. But he was my dad, so I never saw him as. My mother wasn't funny, and never really heard her laugh much. And if I did, it was this really sort of nervous, forced laugh. Um, my mother was smart though. My mother was real bright. She read a lot. It was kind of crazy, manic, real manic. You know, proud that she didn't take medication her whole life. She did when she was 70. She took like Zoloft or something. But she was like, I don't need to take that. They said I'd need to take that, and I haven't taken it all. Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Thanks, Sue. Yeah, they got that fucker. Well, my mother was executive director of the Kidney Foundation. And my father uh, with More Lucas, owned a meat packing plant. And then also worked for um, Pittsburgh Paint and Glass. Um, sold steel for a while. God, they got. I don't know when they got him. What a fucked up thing to do. That's so dark. Like, hang on. Let's find out where they caught him. I am truly fortunate to stand here among these extraordinary investigators and federal partners to make this announcement. Moments ago, Frank Robert James was stopped on the street and arrested by members of the New York City Police Department. Officers, in response to a Crime Stoppers tip, stopped Mr. James at 1:42 p.m. at the corner of St. Mark's Place and First Avenue in Manhattan. No shit. He was taken into custody without incident and has been transported to an NYPD facility. He will be charged with committing yesterday's appalling crime in Brooklyn. I want to commend all the investigators and analysts who took part in this all-hands-on. There's a lot of bike cops there. Literally, hundreds of NYPD detectives worked doggedly during the last 30 hours to bring this together. He's a big fucker. He's 5'5". He's real fat. Shorter than me, and he's like FBI, NYPD Joint Terrorism Task Force, ATF, NYPD cops aren't skinny. He looks real heavy. 5'5". Bye, Tox. And the people of the city of New York. We used every resource at our disposal to gather and process significant evidence. He's a screwed up looking dude. Mr. James to the shooting. He's got man boobs. Observation. Yeah, he needs a bra. I'm not shitting. That guy needs a bra. Oh, God, he's got fucking man boobs. Like big, obvious boobs. Here, hang on. Look, hang on.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to update the public on yesterday's incident on the subway in Brooklyn on a Manhattan-bound N train.
Those are breast diseases. Those are fucking breasts. Look at that guy.
Mr. Frank James.
There's a lot of chicks that would want boobs that big. He must be wearing a bra or something.
Horrific incident.
That's crazy, right?
He's a male, 62 years old.
62.
Known to us and has ties in Wisconsin,
I wonder if they're going to talk about his man boobs
Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York City.
and his breast
His
disease.
arrest history in New York is 9 prior arrests.
9
From
arrests.
1992 to 1998. Those include possession of burglary tools 4 times, criminal sex act, theft of service. 2
Criminal
times.
Sex Act.
He was arrested on a New Jersey warrant. He also has a criminal tampering. He has 3 arrests in New Jersey in 1991, 1992, and 2007.
Breast diseases.
They have a trespass, larceny, and disorderly conduct. So yesterday,
It's charming.
we recovered video of him prior to the incident.
I don't know.
during the Kings Highway
I don't know. How do you let yourself go like that? That's pretty big.
hot cart that he is later recovered on the crime scene. The pictures are to my right over here.
Maybe he was a lifter or something sometime. Arnold's got some man boobs going now.
Is 3 blocks from where he recovered the U-Haul truck that he rented in Philadelphia. The key to that truck was recovered at the crime scene. This jacket, the distinctive orange jacket, was also recovered, as well as his construction helmet he was wearing.
He's wearing all blue.
We recovered that in a garbage bin.
Blue. It's blue. Bad dresser.
But this is still early in the investigation.
I'm sort of cold.
His weapon 33 times at innocent New York City subway rides.
Mr. James that's sort of like a sign of what do you mean what happened to Destiny? She's downstairs working on something. What happened to you?
Also have a picture of that. The gun used in this, a 9mm Glock, which was recovered at this crime scene.
There, I'm warm again.
Was purchased by Mr. James in 2011 in Ohio. We tracked Mr. James, and his last known whereabouts was 7th Avenue and 9th Street in Park Slope,
What a take.
entering the subway. Minutes ago, thankfully, NYPD patrol officers from the 9th Precinct responded to St. Mark's and 1st Avenue, where they apprehended him without incident. This case was quickly solved.
Somebody saw him.
Technology, video canvassing, and then getting that information out to the public. So I can't speak.
I don't know, because my house didn't warm up and I was drinking cold water. I was outside. It felt good. It started raining, so I came in. I don't know. It's cold in the house. I turned the heat off because I knew it was 70 and the house didn't really warm up. If the sun was out, right, it'd be a different story. The sun's not out, so the house didn't heat up. What is that? Is that man boobs? Is that the term for man boobs?
Yesterday was a dark day.
Those are huge.
But the bright spots and the incredible heroism of our
That would just be horrible.
in the time of crisis.
That'd be like having a double chin on the words.
And the hard work by
Thank
all
God I
of our
don't have a
law
double
enforcement
chin.
partners that has been ongoing.
I'm in New York.
Is truly a bright spot here. Today, Frank James has been charged by complaint in Brooklyn federal court with 1 count of violating 18 U.S.C.
The Cubs.
1992.
Alright, if I'm watching baseball,
B1,
you won't catch me doing it. Wasn't my sport.
and other violent attacks.
Oh, look, they got him on video.
Transportation systems.
Look at this.
He's been apprehended. He will be arraigned in federal court in Brooklyn, and if convicted, he will face.
He's got like a construction hat on.
Imprisonment. My office is prepared to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that on April 12th, 2022, in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, in the Eastern District of New York, Frank James did knowingly and without lawful authority and permission commit an act, including the use of a dangerous weapon, with the intent to cause death and serious bodily injury.
He wanted to go back to jail.
And MTA employees on
What a
the New York
prick.
City subway system. The government will prove, among other things, that James traveled across state line in order to commit the offense and transported materials across a state line.
Give what guy a
in aid of the
compliment?
commission of the offense. We in the Eastern District of New York U.S. Attorney's Office are working closely with all
Not
of
sure
our
what
law
I said. I was trying to give the guy a
the
compliment.
FBI,
I didn't say anything.
PD, ATF,
I
U.S.
don't.
Postal
You
Service,
didn't.
and
We don't
others,
even see your name here, dude.
including the Kings County District Attorney's Office.
Talking
And my
BS,
office and
aren't
our
you,
law
James?
enforcement partners will use every tool at our
What
disposal,
compliment? I don't see that you
bring
wrote
this
anything.
individual justice, bring
There's nothing
justice
there.
to New Yorkers, and restore
Um,
safety and peace of mind to all. And we'll continue
I had a
to do so
technical
as
question to ask Hillsby, and I forgot what it was. And you would know. I've asked you this before.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for being
Hillsby,
here.
why can't you turn
As
hydrogen peroxide just in water?
James is now facing a federal charge
Why can't you just put it in the sun?
terrorist attack on mass transit.
You can't.
We have two
They have
ways
obviously
to
it's
get in
not been on the
contact with us,
route.
'cause I want to be very clear that this is still an ongoing investigation. If you have additional information regarding Mr. James's activity, or if you have
He's a
additional
dick.
information, please reach out to us.
He's got man
Contact
boobs.
the FBI, 1-800-CALL-FBI.
Why can't you do that? Why can't you remove the extra oxygen
FBI.gov.
molecule from hydrogen peroxide? Why can't you do that?
So we can fully understand all the
What is up
events
with
that have
that?
occurred over the last 30 hours.
Right?
It's crucial that we receive the assistance of the public as we piece this case together. There has been some reports that FBI holdings date at a time, Mr. James. I want to be very clear that we have found no record of an investigation of Frank James by FBI for the shooting yesterday. Reports that FBI's New Mexico field office previously investigated him are inaccurate. I want to thank our partners in this case, the ATF, U.S. Marshals, and the U.S. Attorney's Office, and all the members of the FBI.
What a
and
D-bag.
Terrorism Task Force.
Right?
We've
What a
had such
total
tremendous
D.
response from all of our partners in this case that it brings to this moment now. I also want to take a quick moment to highlight the work of GTF. I'm fortunate I get to work with them every day.
That's a red flag.
Led by Sage,
Can
who's spearheaded this
you transform into water? The process is super complex for it to be even more. Oh, you could do it.
investigation.
You could do
I
it.
have to turn it over to John
Like
DeFeo.
you
Good afternoon, everyone. Again, my
there's cars that can run on that, right? On hydrogen peroxide because isn't there? And then when it's used, water's left or something. Right? That's not worth it. Just go get some water. How do they put that oxygen? How do they put that extra oxygen molecule in it? It can be very hard because that stuff's cheap as dirt, right? I bet you know how to do that too, don't you? Hillsby? You little chemist, pharmacist, girl. What's my work routine? Not a lot lately. I gotta get in shape for the summer though, because I wear a Speedo. You have to be, you have to inbound the molecules and degrade the compounds. It creates combustion, then you degrade the peroxide. Okay, egghead. All right, nerd girl, thank you. What a hang on, I'm gonna try and guess. Hillsby said where she went to school. Don't tell me. Dartmouth? Did you go to Dartmouth? Is that where you went? What's up, Craig? Hillsby, you went to Dartmouth, didn't you? It's one of those schools. Real competitive. I went to Dartmouth, I think. Yes. La-ti-da. We won't ask you what your SAT scores were. For my farm, where was your undergrad? Where was undergrad at? UVA or something? I'm doing pretty good, Craig. How you doing?
I think first and foremost, we were looking.
Where'd you go? UVA? That's a guess. I did undergrad at University of Washington. I see. Not Washington University in St. Louis, which is a good school.
Part of the ongoing investigation. But again, first and
Wow, what an egghead.
take him off the street.
What a weird thing to want to go to, too.
To a social media postings.
It is. It's weird. I don't know. Like, were you a kid and you're like at the farm? Man, look at them behind the counter. That looks freaking awesome.
That was 9:15.
How's your dog, Craig?
The incident occurs at 8:24. So he leaves
Washington State represent Walla Walla, about 5 hours from Seattle.
shortly after 8:24.
Look at his man boobs. Fucking check this guy out.
Next, going into a park slope, 7th Avenue,
Ah, you missed it. You missed his man boobs.
9:15. And then
Maybe oh yeah, hang on. I can get you the man boobs. Hang on.
hundreds of detectives out scouring video throughout.
He's got breast diseases. Look at those boobs. Big man boobs, that's for sure. Phil and I got.
No, his arrest was just literally minutes ago. So
What?
we haven't.
We're not. Who said that? We're not talking about that.
As to his whereabouts,
We're not talking about purifying water with hydrogen peroxide. That's not what we're talking about, Rick.
track that, and that will take literally weeks.
I was talking about taking out the extra oxygen molecule from hydrogen peroxide. Hang on. I wanted to go into the Merchant Marines and become ship captain, but my mom said no. Girlfriend in high school, her brother did that. They make a lot of fucking dough. Merchant Marines? Oh my God.
Yeah, as far
Your
as
mom said no. No, you're not doing that. Okay, I want to stand behind the counter at a pharmacy and count pills. But I'll tell you something, I know it's more than that, man. Pharmacists, you can ask them questions and they're just fucking, you know,
you can't have
they know what they're doing.
so he had no felony.
I'm not belittling your trade. You knew a riverboat captain on the Mississippi, really? Is that a paddle wheel? That'd be awesome, right?
The Crime Stop at tip today? Yeah, that.
Angela, good afternoon. Crime Stopper tip comes in, reports that the mail is in the McDonald's on 6th Street and 1st Avenue in the 9th Precinct down on the Lower East Side, the East Village. Officers respond.
What are you talking about?
He's not in the McDonald's.
There's a lot of gibberish here all of a sudden. I would feel bad handling out.
St. Mark's and First.
Oxys. Why? The fucking, if it's prescribed by a doctor, it's prescribed by a doctor. As a compound. Oh, really? No shit. I made intravenous cancer. No shit. Wow. I didn't know you were a compounding pharmacist. Wow. What a double egghead. Jesus Christ. I was working with a vet, and we would make this like compound, and what it was for cats with fungal infections. And what we would do is I think it was Flavorsin or something like that. It's an antifungal. We'd powder it up, and then we'd end up mixing it into butter and putting it into straws and cut the straws in like sections so that it was the right dosage. You know what dosage it was? She was doing it. I was just helping. I couldn't have pulled it off. I would have been like, let's just eyeball it, you know? No, that's not how it was done.
Back corner of the second car, and he popped smoke grenade. And we have one witness who says, what did you do? He goes, oops, and then he pops the two, brandishes the firearm, and fires 33 times. That we are
Yeah.
in the process, and we are
Yeah, I
asking
agree,
for
Hillsby.
anybody's help who was
I'm not a
on
doctor,
that
but
subway
some people
train
need it.
or on that platform to reach out to the Crime Stoppers at 1-800-877-TIPS with the
Guy's
fear
busted.
we're still looking for witnesses
And he's
anybody
got
who
huge
has
boobs.
information who was on us.
PL, he makes you look tiny. If you're still there, right? He's got big boobs. Well, maybe that's an exaggeration. Right? Are you a little jealous of his giant boobs?
Well, our crime scene is still processing that scene. It goes to the lab and they give us a report.
Okay,
It's still
okay,
very early
PL.
in the investigation.
Stop bragging. Wow, what a dickhead. What happened? Some kid shut up the subway in Brooklyn.
Statute is titled terrorism and other violent attacks and mass transportation. So there's a federal interest, of course, in protecting mass transportation hubs and infrastructure, and so that's the jurisdiction. We're not coming federal. We're still investigating
Thanks, dude.
things like that's okay.
I'll find it. If there's any question, taken fucking.
That's going to be part of the investigation as well, so we were unable to speak to that at this moment.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's part of our investigation.
What was that name? Zion? Is that how that's pronounced? Zion? Craig, you're an egghead. Is that pronounced? Am I pronouncing that right? Zion? They used to be awesome Hong Kong style bakery off that stop where that freak shot at me. I've been in that area. I wasn't down there a lot. Well, thank you, Craig. St. Mark's and First, I had a bird over there I would go to.
As the commissioner said, was able to give him very few choices in terms of where to go. So we appreciate your efforts as well. Thank you very
What a
much.
dick. He's going to jail for a long time. Good. Good riddance, man, boob. God. What a tool, man.
He has been charged federally with one count of violating 18 U.S.C. Section 1992 A7 and B1, which prohibits terrorist and other violent attacks against mass transportation systems. James also has a long record across
Terrorism, sure.
multiple states, including here in New York, between the dates of 1992 and 1998, 9 prior arrests here.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Like
I agree.
criminal sex acts, tampering, trespassing.
Yeah, he's got the big old titties, as they say, but he's 62. He's looking sort of, I don't know if anybody's going to want him. He's sort of rough. Here, look. You think they're going to want him? Look at him. That's not a, those are like 45-year-old man boobs, 50-year-old man boobs.
Then you can go ahead and arrest somebody based on that. So you go ahead and pick a gun.
You think? You think it's going to be a hit?
Right now, that it doesn't make
I don't know.
these other things in your background. That doesn't even matter if there's a cumulative number of rules.
He's going.
Purchase a gun legally. So I think we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. But this is just the beginning. There'll be other charges filed against him and superseding indictments as the law enforcement and the prosecutors get their cases together.
Peter, I've been following advice since we got our 6-year-old dog. She's won now, and it's the best dog. That's cool. Okay, Hillsby. That's a little graphic, but you could be right. Yeah, he'd be looking real good, right?
After he
Desperate times, okay? All right.
He got on another train on that
Kettle dogs are real popular. They are.
some of the other victims of people
I saw one the other day driving around.
and got off at the next
It's like a
stop,
farm
one
dog.
stop
Make a
down
good
from
farm
this
dog.
street. Also, they have video of
Well,
him in
get yourself one.
distinctive jacket,
Get
which
yourself a
looks
blue
like a
healer.
construction jacket and a construction
Blue, red, it doesn't matter. They're all the same. I swear to God. They're all so simple.
planet, 7th and 9th. And again,
The first year can be a bitch.
152, just 1 hour ago, in the East Village in Manhattan, without Commissioner Bratton.
Bust.
He couldn't get through the turnstile with his baggage, so you see him going to what's called a slam gate, which allowed him to access. So the viewers might have been confused about what's taking him so long going through there. As to the
We have her in the suburbs. We work from home, so we get her plenty of exercise.
that person was that
I don't make it professional.
then those officers responding, and then apparently, even though the person identified was not in the McDonald's, took the time to drive him out, see if he might actually be in the area. Good work all around. And so.
God, I wonder if there's anything down there to eat.
Compliments to the public. And compliments to the
Something.
journalists that
Certainly.
the press,
You know, our Australian Shepherd, 18 years. That's an old dog.
that individual probably called the office, probably would not have known who he would not have made.
All right. I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to go. Ralphie was a monster when he was a baby. I believe it. His name was Ralphie. Right? I'm going to go down there. Probably work lots again. See if it's raining or whatever. Still can work him. I don't care if it's raining. I'll put a coat on. Don't worry about the phone, even though the phone's supposed to be waterproof. I'll see you, Craig. Yeah, everybody stays safe. There's crazy people out there. Seriously. They're insane.